Now, when the developer was running out of waterfront property to sell, he decided to go inside the plantation and dig a man-made lake. So there's a 40-acre lake in here, but he didn't want the tides that we have out here to affect that lake in there. So to solve that problem, what he did was he put in a lock system very similar to the Panama Canal. And when we get up there, you'll be able to see the locks. This way he can control the depth of the water in that lake, and they don't have to have floating docks like we have out here. All their docks are stationary.
That's in the end. I was already in.
Take a look at these first two buildings here. The building on the right is the main house, and the building on the left is the guest house. And in between is one heck of a barbecue area that I am very jealous of.
That's what we need around that.
Now, if you look through the windows of the door on the guest house, you can see some red lights in there. And that's because that whole bottom floor is full of arcade games. You see, he built that guest house for his 12-year-old daughter so that when she had friends over, they'd have some place to play. Now on our left here, you can see the locks. That boat just came through there. And if you look beyond the locks, you can see some of those multi-million-dollar homes around that lake.
The lake's 40 acres? 40 acres, yeah.
Now another thing that they did was when they were trying to conserve as much land as they could when they built these homes, like this building we're going by right here, there's 5 individual townhomes in this one building, all separated by a concrete wall. And I think this next one there's 7. And then there's a larger one further down that's got 9. Now this is one of the nicer plantations that we've got here on the island. So from time to time we've had some well-known people who have lived in here. Some names I'm sure you'll recognize. John Cougar Mellencamp. He had a place in here for a while with his wife until they got a divorce. Now guess what? His ex-wife lives here. So John Cougar took his belongings and the woman that he left his wife for and moved over to Dufusky Island. Does anybody remember who that woman was that he left his wife for?
Was it Meg Ryan?
Was it Meg Ryan?
Meg Ryan, you're right. He took Meg and all of his belongings, moved over to Dufusky. Now I got a trivia question for you folks. What was Meg Ryan's first movie?
Was it Sleepless in Seattle? Was it Sleepless in Seattle?
Gentlemen. Joe in the volcano.
I know she's in soap opera, so it's all
Yeah, she was in
that's
soap
amazing.
opera.
About a gentleman.
I'll give you a little hint. Tom Cruise was in it too.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. She was Goose's wife in Top Gun.
Goose's wife. I've seen the movie 1,000
Take me to bed or lose me forever.
That's right. That's right.
And another name I know you'll recognize right away, and that's Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
He had a place in here for a while. And Michael also made a movie.
Oh.
What was it?
Space Jam.
Space Jam. He starred with Bugs Bunny in that one.
That's what you want to do it for.
I hear LeBron James wants to remake that movie.
Of course he does. He's jealous.
I'm not jealous. It looks like it. Accurate lineup.
Why didn't you guys rent this one of these houses? Oh, that's nice.
Why rent it when we own it? There you go. Yeah. That would be ridiculous. Just don't have a boat. What? Just don't have a boat.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, okay.
I can't see it now, but there's a marina behind where those homes are.
Okay, don't quarter to water.
And
Go, yes, I was gonna say.
just stack all those homes on top of it. So just make it all.
And